Hello guys, it's Sergeant Duban and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the taper of a tree, a bonsai tree. Its trunk should be thicker at the base than at the top of the tree, and that is what we call the taper. And although it is difficult to improve the irregularities in the thickness of the trunk, it is still possible to achieve some minor changes, thickening the trunk of a tree. It's very important to consider, when buying a bonsai material from a nursery or from someone that you know, to look at the trunk of the tree, the thickness of the trunk from the base all the way up to the top of the tree. That is what we call the taper or tapering. Now take a look at this Chinese elm, this little tree. It's a Chinese elm. It was given to me from a nursery of a friend. And if you could see a closer look on this one, this is the base, this is the trunk of the tree, and it was cut here in the middle. Definitely it's growing tall, and the owner of this plant wanted to shorten the growth of this Chinese elm to make it a bonsai material. So what happened is, new branches came out, one from the left and one from the right. One going this side that I'm going to wire downward later on, and this one going upward. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this plant is correct the taper of this Chinese elm. How am I going to do that? So, as I've said, we have two branches in here. This one, the first one that I'm holding, and the second one going upward. Since the trunk was cut here in the middle, so we don't have a straight taper anymore. That will become a canopy, the top, someday. So, to correct the taper, I'm gonna clean this part. I'm gonna clean this part, remove this part of the trunk, and then clean some unwanted baby branches to give way to show the main branch that will serve as the taper later on. So let us work on this one. First, I'm gonna give way on this first branch, or the primary branch. Since this one is so dense, we cannot see the main branch here anymore. Well, if you could see, the thickness and the length of this branch that will serve as a taper is just the same with this one that grow going this side. So what we are gonna do is shorten this branch, the main branch, so it won't level on this branch that we're gonna use as a taper. There is this baby branch that came here at the back, if you can see this one. So I'm not gonna need this one anymore. What I'm gonna do is cut this baby branch. Okay, so there are also some branches that came out here in the lower portion. This isn't looking good in this part because it looks a mess. So what we're gonna do is cut this up. There you are. Now you can clearly see the trunk. And this is the first branch. What I'm gonna do with the first branch is clean this one, and to make this one a lot more clear for your sight, I'm gonna remove some leaves that are not necessary on this part. Okay, there you are. Now you can see the first branch clearly. Now we have this long portion of the branch here. So it's gonna be proportion to these baby branches on this side, and also for the level of this branch that will serve as a taper. So what I'm gonna do is cut it back, and then shorten this baby branch here so it will look proportion. Now we have a good branch in this part. Let me clean this one. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one a little on this side because I want this, okay, I want this to grow again and produce two more branches coming from this main, going to the left and going to the right. So I'm gonna cut it back here. Okay, there you go. And then later on, I'm gonna wire this down. Now, let's go to the second part. To give emphasis on the taper that we are going to use, I'm gonna clean this one. I'm gonna cut it out. Yeah. Cut this one out. Come on. It's quite big. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot bigger. Now, take a look at this one. This branch that I'm going to use as a taper is a lot more clear to you. But if you look at this one from the bottom, okay, from the base, all the way here on this height of the trunk, going to the new taper, it looks awkward, you know, it's a formal upright. And yet, the next branch that will serve as a taper goes sideward. What we're going to do with this plant is slant it a little. Okay, so it's gonna be the position of the plant that will give way to the look of the taper going up. What we're gonna do next is clean this portion. Okay, so this one will serve as the back branch here. So this back or this side won't look empty or hollow. So I'm gonna retain this one. I'm gonna save this branch, and then look for another branch that would equal the branch leaning on the side. So definitely this is it, okay, this one. So we're not gonna need these baby branches here anymore. I'm gonna cut it out. There you are. We have this third branch here going to the side to equal the branch that we have here on the other side. We have the back branch here. Let us shorten this one. You see, I'm gonna cut it here a little bit on this side, okay? So it will give way for the new shoots, okay, on this part of the node here, okay? So two more branches are gonna come out on this part, left and right. So let us shorten this side. Now I'm gonna clean this part of the third branch. Okay. Then I'm gonna wire it later on. So I'm not gonna need this branch anymore since we have the back branch already. So I'm gonna take it out. Okay. There you are. Okay, so we have this branch. First, the back branch, okay. Third branch here. And then, oh, this one is good here as the branch going to the front, so it won't look open. I'm gonna retain this branch, clean it a little bit. Okay, it's the defoliated one, and also this part. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a baby branch here at the bottom, so we're not gonna need this one anymore. Now it's even. It's evenly distributed. The next branch that we're gonna choose is this one. Okay. This one is a little bit closer from this branch, so we're not gonna need this one anymore. There you are. Now I'm gonna need another branch on this side. To equally look good on the branch that comes front this little tree. So it's definitely gonna be this one. Okay. Therefore, we're not gonna need this big branch anymore, and also this one. There you are. Okay. And this one will serve as a canopy, the continuity of the taper of this trunk. So that is basically a small tree for a beginner making a bonsai. You see, we can style a bonsai tree without using a wire. But to look it more specific, we're gonna wire the branches that we have selected and put them in their desired positions to give emphasis to this little tree that we are forming. So now I'm gonna wire this branch. Okay, then I'm gonna bend it a little bit sideward. Okay, going to this side because this portion is empty. So we're gonna fill it up with this little branch. We have the back branch already. We have on the side and the left and right. So if we are going to parallel this one, it doesn't look good anymore. Now this part is empty. So what we're gonna do is put a branch in here. Now it looks complete. This one also. Okay, there you are. This one will serve as the tip of this taper, okay, the apex. So I am gonna wire it to, okay, if you could still remember how this Chinese elm looks like in the beginning, so after a meticulous wiring, okay, pruning, selection of branches, and tapering, okay, the most important part of this tapering, okay, selecting the right taper for this little tree. So here is our finished product, or bonsai Chinese elm. Isn't it beautiful? Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.